Alrighty, I should be live, guys. Monday Night Madden episode 7. I am ready. How many people are in here already? I gotta refresh all my pages and whatnot, but welcome to the stream, everybody. Monday Night Madden episode 7. Ready for another night. Alright, we got people in the stream already. And if everything's going good, if you hear me and the video's good and everything's ready to go and we're ready to get into some Monday Night Madden tonight, everybody, say Ponder. Say Christian Ponder, or just Ponder for short. Last week I think I did Percy Harvin, so once I see some Ponders fly up the screen, I'll know we're good to go and ready to play some football. Just gotta refresh a few pages and link out the stream to everybody, and in about 5 minutes we'll be good to go and we'll be playing some football. So I'll check the comments in just a moment to see if I see some Ponders. My mic is not muted. We are good to go, I believe. So I'm just waiting for the comments to fly in. Someone said Andrew Luck, Ponder. Alright. Ponder, multiple Ponders are coming in. That's what I like to see. Everybody's excited for the stream. Oh hey, my watching now thing is back. It had a little disappearing act last week and it didn't show up for me. So I can actually see how many people are watching the stream without having to go back to the dashboard screen. 54 concurrent viewers, wow. Anyways, guys, I'm linking out Monday Night Madden right now to my social networks, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and we're going to start playing here in just a minute. MrHurriicane community, if you're on the PS3, over 500 people in this community, and as far as I know, I'm not sure how many people are even active in it, so anyways, Monday Night Madden is live now on Twitter. I'm linking that out. And now I'm going to Facebook. And I think I saw a comment asking when the next Fallout stream is going to be. I'll try to get it in this week. And if you guys watch the announcement video, I know some people probably don't because they know when Monday Night Madden is going to be. But in the announcement video, I said that I might stream again after Monday Night Raw. And I'm not sure if I'll play Madden after Raw or if I'll play baseball, Starhawk. I'm not sure what I'll do. And I'll let you guys know if I am streaming. Just follow me on Twitter. The link is right in the description here in the stream, YouTube, or twitter.com/MrHurriicane. And you'll know when I'm streaming there. I do want to stream after Raw, and I am looking to do so. So I think I will. I'm just not 100% sure right now. Alright. What are you live streaming later? I basically just answered that. How will I think Adrian Peterson will do next year? Well, this coming year, Adrian, yeah, he suffered a pretty scary injury. I remember watching the game and my jaw just dropped and I was scared when I saw Adrian Peterson go down. I knew he was hurt. That was a tough hit. I believe the guy that hit him was Reed Doughty from the Washington Redskins. And just to see that he's already running and he's making cuts. He's not like pussyfooting either. He's making some decent cuts. He's not at full speed or anything, but to be this far along in his progression off of this knee surgery, I think he can be available for week 1, but if he is not 100%, then there's no reason for him to play. This team is not a playoff contender as of right now. Alright, so MrHurriicane community, if you did not already know, I'm going to link this out to YouTube quickly, and then we're going to get into a game. And I'll have, of course, more things to talk about as you guys feed me questions. Answer a lot of football. Oh, I can talk football pretty much all day, so. Alright, I just can't talk when I type because everything will be messed up. I'll start typing words I say and I'll start messing everything up. So I'm done typing now. It's all linked out to my 3 social networks. And where is the best spot to read the comments? Looks like the watch page. About 100 people in here in the first 4 minutes. That's what I like to see, everybody. Alright. Which rookie do you think will have a breakout year? Well, there's a lot of rookies that are looking to have possible breakout years. There's a lot of guys I really like. One of those guys is Michael Floyd from the Arizona Cardinals. At first, I really wasn't on his bandwagon. I was kind of Well, a couple months ago, I think was the highest stock for Justin Blackmon. And then as I watched him more, and I don't know. I think Blackman's a solid receiver, but I think I like Michael Floyd more. So I'm looking at Michael Floyd pairing up with Larry Fitzgerald in Arizona, and we'll see whether Skelton or Cobb's going to be the quarterback throwing those guys the ball. But that's a very solid 1-2 punch right there. You got Larry, sure-handed receiver, one of the probably the best hands in the entire league. And he can go up and snag the ball. You got Michael Floyd who can stretch the field. He's big, he's fast, he's strong. He's everything you look for in an outside receiver. I would have loved if the Vikings could have got him, but circumstances, that was not possible. He had to get Matt Khalil. You got to protect the quarterback. Speaking of protecting the quarterback, the left tackle for the Cardinals is Levi Brown, and he was drafted ahead of Adrian Peterson. Pat's defense, I've talked about this before. I'm a big fan of what they did in the draft with Dante Hightower and Chandler Jones. Don't know much about Tavon Wilson, Larry or Calvin. Well, they're two different kind of receivers. Larry's kind of more of the route runner, intermediate routes, go up, snag the ball, get great ball position. Calvin, he can jump out of the stadium, he can burn you. They're kind of different, but they're both great at what they do. If I had to pick one for my team, I would probably pick Calvin Johnson, because he, in my opinion, he's the best player or best receiver in the league. Do you wish the Vikings had Locker? No, I actually really like Christian Ponder, and so I want to see how he can do. I'm definitely not going to throw in the towel on a rookie quarterback. Or he's in his second year now, but you know, last year, the thing I always say with Ponder, he started out better than he finished. That game against the Packers was the most excited I had ever been after a Vikings lost ever. After a Vikings loss, I was very excited because I thought Ponder showed a lot of great things. Went in the next week to Carolina, won the ball game, and then they lost a bunch of games after that. So that's when Ponder threw some stupid picks, made some bad decisions, like that one in Oakland where he threw the interception in the red zone. It was just kind of rough down the stretch for Christian Ponder. Then Joe Webb came in and played much better. But we'll see how he does with an off season and new teammates. I'm excited, guys. It's going to be an exciting year in the NFL, and I'm looking forward to capturing and having the experience with all you guys. And we're ready to play some football now. 7 minutes in, we're ready to talk. Or ready to play. Alright. Marshawn Lynch 24. Now Marshawn, I know I played you last week because I edited the film that we played from just a little bit earlier. So I want to try to get around to playing someone else. I'm sorry. Maybe later we'll play, but I played you last week. Do you think Ponder got drafted too high? With his position with a quarterback, there really is no such thing as drafting too high for a quarterback. But, you know, I don't think Ponder was good enough to be a number 12 overall pick or whatever the Vikings had. But circumstances revolving quarterbacks and how important they are and the speed they were getting taken last year. I mean, the Vikings had the jump on him that he might have been available in round 2, but we'll never know. Why does everybody want me to use the Colts or the Eagles? LaShawn McCoy or Toby Gerhart? Well, first off, they're different players. Second of all, McCoy is better. All around, he's a great running back. Man, Eagles, Colts? What is your draft grade for the Steelers? Well, I don't know much about Mike Adams. Everybody says he's great. I really don't know a whole lot about him. But David DeCastro was obviously a great pickup to fall there. And if you watch some of his highlights, the dude just steamrolls people playing guard. And that'll help out whoever has to fill in for the injured Rashard Mendenhall. Would that be Isaac Redman? Am I going against Baltimore? Alright. What do you think with the Vikings cutting Ryan Longwell? Well, this happened a week ago today. And I am actually in favor of it because he's old. He doesn't have a great, as far as leg goes, power. He's accurate, but it's time to find his successor while the Vikings are on a rebuilding stage. So who the hell do I pick to play as? Against the Baltimore Ravens. I think I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints. I haven't played with them in a while. It's been a while since I played with New Orleans, so we got New Orleans against Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees. Personally, as a Vikings fan, I would take Aaron Rodgers. I think they're both very good quarterbacks. Rodgers, I love his ability to maneuver out of the pocket and make plays with his legs. He's pretty fast. He can get those yards scrambling. You don't see Brees take off too often. And overall, I would just take Aaron Rodgers. From a Vikings fan, I would take Aaron Rodgers over just about every quarterback in the league. Maybe every quarterback in the league. Can you use the Packers next? I did play with them last week in the opening game. You never be the Eagles? Maybe next game I'll play as the Eagles then. I really haven't played with the Eagles much. I think I've played 1 or 2 games with them in this one. M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Rushing wise, Newton or Vic? Well, I don't actually remember the numbers that Vic put up last year, but you gotta take Vic just because of how dangerous he is in open space. I mean, Cam, everybody said he was so fast coming out of college. I never thought he was really all that fast. At least when I watched his tape at Auburn, or his highlights, whatever. I would take Vic personally as a scrambler, but obviously you gotta factor in age if you're gonna talk about anything else. Age and Cam, well, Cam set a high bar for himself last year. Over 4,000 yards. All those rushing touchdowns. It'll be hard for him to duplicate that performance, I think. I think he's got a lot to prove this year that he can duplicate that performance. Let's see. I like how Darren Sproles is an 88 overall. He's solid, but I can't believe he's actually an 88 in this game. I don't use Mark Ingram. I don't like Mark Ingram at all. Lance Moore, Devery Henderson. Alright. I'm sorry if I'm taking forever, man. I just like to make my adjustments, as always. Jari Evans, Cam Jordan, Will Smith, Abreu Franklin. Should I take out guys for their bounty suspensions? I'm not, because I don't have Curtis Lofton or David Hawthorne. I just want to make sure that Sproles is handling everything, or as if you watch the league, you know about Darren Sproles. I'm ready to go. Thank you for letting me take the time to check my roster. I appreciate it. Let me know if you guys know about Darren Sproles if you saw that episode of the league. It was the draft episode of, I think, season 1 or 2, I think. Because Taco was going to draft Darren Sproles. He also wanted to draft a Canadian Football League running back. I used to know his name off the top of my head. Now I don't. Anyways, I got Jonathan Vilma. I'm going to control Vilma this play. Alright, let's see what he does. Flacco gives the ball to Ray Rice. I expected a play action right there, but 4 yards. Someone's hurt already? Come on. Gronkowski or Beckham? I'll take Gronk just because he didn't tear his ACL in the Super Bowl. Although he was playing on a hobbled leg. What do you think about Darren Sproles? I love Darren Sproles. He is a dangerous player. Was that the playoff game against the Colts a couple of years ago or a few years ago when he posted those ridiculous numbers? I believe it was. Alright, 3rd down and 1. I'm expecting a run here. Vontae Leach met by Scott Shanley, but he will get the 1st down. Hurricane, go for bounty hits. We'll try. We'll do our best to put Flacco on a stretcher. Alright, he's going to go 3 wide on me. It's time to open it up. I got Jolan Dunbar right here. 1st down and 10. Flacco out of the gun, empty backfield. Rice in the slot. And look at that pressure off the edge. I brought 2 extra defenders that time. Scott Shanley got the sack. I had my guys on islands. what happened to the Fallout series. I really liked it. I just gotta find the time and be more productive with my time. I want to get around to that more often because I had a lot of fun playing it too, guys. I had a lot of fun playing Fallout. The 2 episodes that I've made that of have been a good time. Oh, I didn't get the guy who I wanted, but I had Vilma. I put him in a purple zone, so he was in the perfect spot. I was going to put him in the purple zone and take over the opposite linebacker and see what I could do. Alright. Alright. Zones to the middle. Shanley. Dunbar. Let's see what we can do here. Ray Rice in the backfield. And he's got an open man. Picked off Patrick Robinson. Looking for Lee Evans, and he makes the tackle. Good D, guys. MrHurriicane, if the Vikings were to lose the Super Bowl, who would you want them to lose to? That's a pretty solid question. If the Vikings had to lose a Super Bowl, who would I want them to lose to? I think I'd have them lose to the Houston Texans. Alright, Jimmy Graham, David Thomas, Devery Henderson, Marcus Colston, Pierre Thomas. Oh, 1 on the play clock. Let's go. We're going to start off with a little slant. Marcus Colston, and wow, there we go. 39 yards. Paid dirt. I got lucky there. Why'd you stop playing WWE 12? That's another thing I got to get around to doing. Especially, well, when I'm busy, what I should be doing is doing more live commentaries. You know, Tank Tucker type of stuff. WWE 12. I finished up the SSX. Now I started Starhawk. So I got to get on the ball this week. Who was a bigger disappointment, Leaf or Russell? I think Russell. I don't know how much guaranteed money Ryan Leaf got, but man, Jamarcus, he had like 40 mil guaranteed. It was a ridiculous contract. Alright, Torrey Smith, and he's going to miss the kickoff, so let's go. Alright, 1st and 10. He's going to come out 3 wide on me again, so I'm going to go to a little bit of zone. Madden ruined Tank Tucker, or ruined Tank Tucker, I'm assuming you meant. Yeah, they definitely made him smaller. I probably went over like the weight cap limit. I'm assuming I did. Come on, free rusher, Flacco, get in there. He got the pass off. At least he got solid D there to at least make the tackle. Lee Evans got it. MrHurriicane, Vic versus Newton for the next game. I said I was going to be the oh, that's right. Vic plays for the Eagles. We'll see what happens, man. I don't really pick the people I play against usually unless I promise someone a game. Alright, I got Malcolm Jenkins here. I don't know if he's going to go deep on me yet. Is that Ed Dixon? Yup, 9 yards. We'll have the best rookie season, man. Well, all eyes are definitely going to be on Andrew Luck and Robert Griffin III. And then you look at all the other rookies around the league. I think this is a very solid overall draft class. I think most draft classes look pretty solid. But if you look back to like 2007, you had Patrick... excuse me. In 2007, in the first round, you saw Calvin Johnson, Darrelle Revis, Adrian Peterson, Patrick Willis. I mean, that draft class was stacked. It has some of the best players at their positions, except for the best quarterback to come out of that draft was Kevin Cobb. Kevin Cobb and Matt Moore were in that class. Matt Moore went undrafted, and there really was not much for quarterbacks that year. It was Jamarcus Russell, Brady Quinn. It was just nothing. Alright. Outside Ray Rice, room to run. He's met by Roman Harper. Best corner in the league. I gotta give that title to Darrelle Revis. I think Nnamdi kind of had a down year last year. A lot of people think he did. I was surprised, but I don't know much about the scheme they run in Philly or what he had to do most of the time. I didn't really get to catch many of their games at all. I mean, I get to watch all the Vikings games, most of the Packer games, and then whenever I can get on ABC, no, not CBS, I mean. Those are the AFC teams I get to watch. Who did I watch a lot of last year? I think I watched a lot of the Broncos and a lot of the AFC West teams and AFC East, Patriots, Jets, that type of stuff. I thought they also did a really good job of primetime games last year. I was interested in pretty much all of them. I know it's kind of luck from they do the schedules beforehand. Oh my God! This guy ran through, and Jenkins is not going to catch him. That's a touchdown, Ray Rice. Nice job. Who do you have winning the NFC East? You know, right now I have no idea. I think it's just going to be too competitive to say right now. I'll probably make some more prediction videos when the season gets closer. But as of right now, man, a lot of the divisions have so much competition. You look at that, the AFC North. I think it's too hard to say right now. Do you watch NFL Red Zone during season? No, I have NFL Network. I rarely watch that. I get all my sports news on the internet. I watch NFL Network when I have to, like when I watch the draft or Thursday night games. So I try to watch as much football as I can. Thoughts on the Chargers? Fire Norv Turner. You'll get a lot better, I think. Also, I got Melvin Ingram in the draft. He fell tremendously far. Thought that was an absolute steal to get him that late. I can't believe the Jets passed on him as a rush linebacker that they need so bad. They took Quentin Coples to play defensive line. Whatever. I think that Melvin Ingram is going to be a difference maker on that defense. Alright, 2nd down and 8. We're going to go back to the air. Breeze. Let's see, we're now at the beginning of the 2nd quarter, too. What's he going to do here? Breeze rolling the right, and he's going to find Colston. I had to make sure I fit it in between those two corners there, and Breeze got solid accuracy, so I was able to. Now it's 3rd and 3 coming up. I got to play more of the Saints offense, go to more of the shotgun after I get another 1st down sometime. Thoughts on Randy Moss? I just want to see him play as the old Randy this year. I'm a huge Randy Moss fan, if you didn't know that. Been a fan of him all my life that I've watched football. And I just hope he can be the guy he always was. Breeze leads his receiver, Jimmy Graham. Man, the Ducks in this game. You don't think they're always going to be in the air for so long. I know they're working on the pass trajectory for Madden 13. But, man, I get so scared when I try to lob a pass. It's kind of like rolling the dice. That was ugly, though. Sorry. RG3 or Cousins, I gotta go with RG3. Although I am intrigued by Kirk Cousins. Oh, nope. Got sacked there by Haloti. 2nd and 15 coming up. I like this playbook the Saints use, and I don't like take my favorite playbook and use it for whatever team. I always use team specific. It's just the way I do things. They have a formation though where the running back plays receiver. I like that formation a lot, especially when you got guys to work with like Darren Sproles. Like 3rd down here, right here. Empty Saints. Are you excited for Madden 13 and NCAA 13? I'm very excited. I've seen some stuff already, and I like what I see. I think they're going to make some real strides this year. Over the middle. Oh, Pierre Thomas, you suck. Come on, man. Hold on to the ball. Come on. Joe Flacco or Tony Romo? You know what? I think I'd take... Can I take Tony Romo for the first 3 quarters, and then maybe they would have a lead, and then Romo can't throw it away, and then you just put in Flacco. Oh, that was dangerous there. Bradshaw or Starks? I'd take Ahmad Bradshaw, but I do think they are very similar players. Bradshaw and Starks are definitely very similar. Which team will make the playoffs that missed the cut last season? Alright, here's a prediction I will make. I think the Philadelphia Eagles will be in the playoffs. Whether they win the division or they get one of the 2 wild card spots in the NFC. Oh no, why'd I hit stick? Flacco could have just gotten flattened. Oh, picked off Tracy Porter, not Joey Porter. It's Tracy. Go, touchdown. Thank you, Tracy Porter. Did it to Brett Favre. Well, not a pick 6. Got the pick on Brett Favre. Got the pick on Peyton Manning. Super laggy right now. Romo first 3 quarters. Come on, man, from a Ravens fan. Yeah, I kind of like Joe Flacco. The one I'm not really a big fan of is Matt Ryan, to be honest. Flacco, I like him. I just want to see a little bit more from him. And I will say that he does not really have a ton to work with the receivers. I mean, as far as tight end goes, they got Dixon. Ray Rice, great weapon. Anquan Bolden, downswing of his career, but he's still a pretty solid pass catcher. Then you got Torrey Smith, who can catch the fly routes. And I just want to, if they had another reliable option, probably you'd see more production from Joe Flacco. He's taken off, though. Hey, there's Flacco. Oh, my God, I just missed with Jolon Dunbar. Do you think the Vikings can go 7-9? Yes, I think they're a 7-9 team. Fact is, will they play up to their potential? I think last year they were a better, well, you are what your record says you are. But I thought that team was one of the better 3-13 teams I've seen. As far as roster goes, I mean, later in the season, yeah, they were awful. But early in the season, if they could have just righted some of the things that they did wrong, I mean, with the whole second half collapses, 3 in a row where they had double-digit leads, it was just pathetic. That was the thing I didn't like. Ooh, he's doing 4 verts. And he dumps it off to Ray Rice. Freeman or Sanchez? I'll take Josh Freeman. I like Josh Freeman. When I wasn't really sure about him, I watched that game they played a few years back. A couple years. I think it was 2009. It was the Buccaneers against the Packers. And the Vikings had just knocked off Green Bay. And then Green Bay lost to, I believe it was winless Tampa Bay. They might have been wearing their creamsicle jerseys that game. Which I love the creamsicle jerseys. I would buy one if I could find one. I don't want to. Oh, they probably have an NFL shop. Come on, pick that. Roman Harper, another interception. Let's go, Saints. Roman, don't catch me. Roman Harper, gone. Who is your second favorite team? I do not have one. Do you think Seattle's a winning team this year? I think, well, the past 2 years they've gone 7-9. I think they are a legitimate 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 team. They have to play the Niners twice, and can they win more games than the Niners to win the division? I'm not sure, and that's why I'm not sure they can be a playoff team, because I think when you look at the Bears, the Lions, and the Cowboys and the Eagles, that's your wild card competition right there, as well as the Falcons, the Saints, whoever's going to win the NFC South. There's just a lot of teams that could be playoff teams, I think, and it's just going to be, well, obviously whoever gets the most wins, but I think there's a lot of teams that could be playoff teams, but obviously a lot of teams are going to miss the cut, not get enough wins. You could see a lot of 9-7 teams not make the playoffs too. Well, the Patriots go 11-5 2 years ago and they didn't make the playoffs? Was that the Matt Castle year? Alright, well, he's kind of blowing up my zones here, although I do have 3 picks. Who do you think is the most overrated player in the NFL? Bryant McKinney, when he was with the Vikings, comes to mind. I was never a Chris Johnson fan. I have to think a little bit more. I can't wait till the NFL season comes and I got my mind right and I get to watch games all the time and I can talk more about this stuff. I like the off season. I just hate how long it takes when you have baseball that seemingly has the shortest off season ever. Eli or Peyton right now? I'd take Eli. Eli, in my opinion, is elite, and Peyton Manning's coming off an injury and threw some passes at Duke University. Eli's won 2 rings. There's no reason to take Peyton over him. At this point, anyways, he's coming off of an injury and whatnot. Look at that play. Was that a Abreu Franklin? That was nice. Hey, Hurricane, I'm confused. Do we play in the Dome for 1 more year, then play at TCF for 3 more years? Well, the Vikings will play in the Metrodome this year. I honestly don't know. They might play in the Metrodome for like 2 or 3 more seasons, as far as I know. And they would play in TCF for sure 1, because if you've seen I believe that the new stadium will go over the Metrodome. Like, part of it will be on top of where the Metrodome currently sits. So they build from the far side first. And then, when the time comes to start building the rest of it, they'll have to tear down the Metrodome. And so that's when the Vikings will go to play at TCF for 1, maybe 2 seasons. Joe Hayden or Carlos Rogers, I like Joe Hayden a lot. To be honest, I haven't really seen either of those guys in depth. Short punt. I don't know. I took it. I meant to call a fair catch, but I didn't fumble the ball. "48 seconds. What can Breeze and crew do?" We're going to go to the gun, though, to find out. What you think of the Jets? I think they should have taken Melvin Ingram or Chandler Jones. But, of course, it's going to come down to quarterback play. They got Stephen Hill. That's another target. That's less of an excuse the quarterbacks have. Okay, there's another overrated player, I think. Santonio Holmes. We'll see what Stephen Hill can develop into as well. Alright, Breeze. 2nd down and 4. And there we go. Clear it out, Lance Moore. And we'll call a timeout there. You think Blaine Gabbert can rebound? Well, he's got Laurent Robinson and he's got Justin Blackmon. And while I don't think those guys are elite receivers, either of them, it's definitely better than having Mike Thomas and Jarrett Dillard, Chaston West, Cecil Shorts, Kasim Osgood, whoever else they had. Oh my God, not Graham, but whoever was in front of him was just wide open. I wasn't sure if the corner was going to go take the guy going deep or the guy going short, and I guess short to play it safe. Oh boy, I gotta hurry up here. 10 seconds, I got a timeout though. Do the same thing. Oh, Lance Moore! Oh, and I gotta kick the field goal here. How do you decide who you play next? It's at random, man. I just do play now, and I get matched up against whoever happens to be in there. I like to keep it fair, and I try to play as many people as I can. Like earlier when I got into a game, I was against the Marshawn Lynch guy I played last week, and I did not play him because I want to get around to playing more of my subscribers. So 24-7 at the half. Will the Rams finally be a team where they will give you a tough matchup? And your comment just went away because more came in. But the Rams, one thing that surprised me was taking Brian Quick over Stephen Hill. Although Stephen Hill is unproven, but there's a good track record for Georgia Tech receivers as of late. If you look at not Stephen Hill, if you look at, I have Corey Hall returning. Oh, once again, if you look at Demaryius Thomas and Calvin Johnson, it proves that those guys know that triple option offense can be very good receivers. And he's tall, he's fast, just has to work on different routes, but if he has the hands and he has the speed, that's a lot to work with. And, okay, we're talking about Brian Quick anyways, not Stephen Hill. But I don't know much about Quick. I mean, he played for Appalachian State. They also got Janoris Jenkins, who I'm a big Janoris Jenkins fan. I thought he should have went in the first round, but obviously there's concerns. I just don't value character concerns that much all the time. Devery Henderson, though, he is gone. I mean, character concerns, yeah, there's something to look at. But I think, at least I think right now, here's a prediction. Janoris Jenkins won't have a lot of off-the-field problems, which means I don't think he'll have a DUI before training camp and whatnot. But they got him. They got Cortland Finnegan. Their secondary was weak last year. That's partially fixed. At least you got 2 outside corners, great at man coverage, press. Both those guys can press. You know, Cortland Finnegan is one of the most aggressive corners in the league. Andre Johnson will tell you that. But, oh my God, the lag on the kick meter is just horrendous. It's not laggy anywhere else. And who else do they get? Michael Brockers, help out the defensive line. Sam Bradford's just got to stay healthy. And Brian Quick and Chris Givens have got to show up to play. Both catch 50 to 75 catches each. And that's how the Rams become a more solid team. What do you think of Daniel Bryan? I think he's an amazing wrestler. I like Daniel Bryan a lot. Oh no! Flacco's taken off. I give up so much quarterback rushing yards. It's just unbelievable. MrHurriicane is so damn hot in the Twin Cities right now. I know I was outside earlier. And it was incredibly hot. Come on, let me take the right guy, Shanley. And they do the draw, and man, they have great guards. Well, Ben Grubbs at least. And they always get out to the second level and pop out my linebackers. Newton or RG3? I'll take Cam. He's proven himself. I want to see how RG3 throws against NFL defenses. I don't care how he runs. I want to see how he throws, because if he can't pass, I'm assuming he can. He's very smart. He's very, from what I've seen, very accurate at least. Has a great arm, but I want to see how he does against NFL coverages and against smarter defensive players. I don't answer that phone. I answer my cell phone only. Alright, Flacco out of the gun again. 3rd and 6. I'm going to stay here with Shanley, and I want to make sure he doesn't take off on me. Throws it left side. Pick that. Were you ever a fan of Bret the Hitman Hart? I wasn't a wrestling fan. I'm only 19 years old, so I didn't get to see Bret Hart, really. I don't remember him growing up at all. So, I can't really say, because all I've seen is a 40-year-old man wearing a leather jacket. Alright, Sam Cook kicking it off. We got Darren Sproles, because we watch a league, all we do here. We all watch a league. We know it's Darren Sproles if you listen to Taco. Do you have any news with the Matt Forte contract? I do not have any news. As far as I know, it's still not figured out. Why him and Ray Rice have so much difficulty getting paid is just beyond me. Give them $8 to $9 million a year for 3 or 4 years, and I think that's fair money. Of course, I'm not NFL GM. I don't know how their numbers work. I don't know their cap situations. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm a couch coach that thinks he knows a lot. Alright, Breeze is taking off because we got the room. Oh, no, Breeze, you have to go feet first, not head first, man. You're going to get a concussion. Diving into Jameel McClain and Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. MrHurriicane, Terrell Pryor, Cam Newton. Cam Newton, I'm not sure if Terrell Pryor has a cutout to play as an NFL quarterback. They spent a 3rd round on him in the supplemental draft. I didn't really know much about the supplemental draft until last year. I think it's guys that did not go out for the draft or had off-the-field problems that kept him out of going for the draft. And the Raiders spent their first 2 picks on Carson Palmer and their second on what is his name? Terrell Pryor. That would get you an F draft grade in my book. Because Carson Palmer did not lead them to the playoffs last year. And that was his job. If that did not happen, that trade was broken. Which did not happen. So that trade is broken. Oh, I was also reading an article a few months back when, who was coach? Hugh Jackson of the Raiders. He got hired by the Cincinnati Bengals. I forget what position, but he was part of the reason why Carson Palmer was traded to the Raiders. And so, yeah, someone in the comment section on that article, I know, was like, oh, that's the easiest interview ever. Because he basically got the Bengals a 1st-round pick this year and a 2nd-round pick to get rid of Carson Palmer. Just dead weight. He wasn't playing. They have Andy Dalton now. Kevin Zeitler, they drafted him. Mohamed Sanu. I hope I can remember all these draft picks come this season, because when the I was 3rd down, I wasn't even paying attention. When the season actually comes, I always forget who teams drafted and whatnot. But this year I've paid so much more attention, and this year I make YouTube videos, and I'm not kicking a 60-yard field goal. And so I just hope I can remember as much as I can come NFL season. And also help me out in fantasy leagues when I want to draft, I don't know, when I'm looking at 5th-round picks I think we'll get to play some. At least I know players. Frank Gore, Darren McFadden. I'll take Gore just because McFadden needs to stay on the field. I have a problem with injured players besides Adrian Peterson because he's not human. If they had him take like a test to see if he was actually human, he'd probably flunk it. Alright, here we go. Hope you like the blitz. Oh, you're going to hand it off to Ray Rice down in the backfield. What do you think of the Patriots? Well, I thought their offense was very good. Matt Light retired. That means Nate Solder, first round pick last year out of Colorado. He slides right into left tackle. And one thing the Patriots always make sure they have, a solid offensive line, Tom Brady, capable wide receivers, not great receivers. I mean, the best receivers they've had is Randy Moss, Deion Branch, Dante Stallworth, Chad Ochocinco, Wes Welker, I gotta say his name first. He's a 100-catch-a-year guy. And those tight ends, of course, Gronk, Hernandez. The defense had to get shored up, and they did that by drafting Chandler Jones and Dante Hightower, and we'll see about Tavon Wilson. But Patriots are one of the best teams in the league at doing as much as they can with lesser talent. And that is a fact. When you got your backup slot receiver playing corner, and you got practice squad guys from the Jets, James Ahedebo, I don't even know if he was on the active roster for the Jets, playing starting safety and being a captain of your defense, you're doing as much as you can with little talent. MrHurriicane, Tim Tebow or Troy Smith? I haven't heard of Troy Smith since that BCS title game where he didn't really do much, and Tim Tebow at least won some games last year, and he engineered some comebacks. How many picks will Revis get this upcoming year? I'm saying 4 or 5 because people don't generally throw in his direction. And if they do, he picks it off. Then they don't throw it there anymore. You might have answered this, but who do you think is better, RG3 or Andrew Luck? I'll personally take Andrew Luck. I think Luck is a more polished passer, and I think that he is more NFL. Well, they're both pretty NFL ready, but I will take Andrew Luck. And I think Luck will probably have a better season than a lot of people think he will. Hey, give me the ball. Or not. McNabb or Ponder? I'll take Tavares Jackson over McNabb at this juncture. Troy Smith started for the 49ers 2 years ago? How come I don't remember that? I don't even know what team he plays for now. Last I knew he was with the Ravens. Do you like Seattle's set of safeties? Yes, I love their secondary. It's like my favorite secondary in the league. I know they got Cam Chancellor, and if I was playing with them, I'd obviously see him, but I know they have Brandon Browner, a 6'4 corner, Richard Sherman, Walter Thurman III, Marcus Trufant. I love that secondary. Brandon Browner is my favorite. I forget both their safeties. Oh, Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor. Give me that, Graham. Come on. What do you think of Charlie Whitehurst? Yeah, people are saying now that Alex got hurt, Troy Smith started. How come I don't even remember this at all? Huh. I must not have followed the NFL close enough then, even though I've been following it pretty close for the last 10 years. What do you think of Charlie Whitehurst? I don't know, because I haven't really gotten to see him play. Is he back in San Diego now? I forget. Because he's too good to be a fourth quarterback for the Seahawks, I would think. He's not a practice squad type of guy from a small school or whatever. And what do you guys think? I gotta ask you guys some questions. I never ask you guys questions. I'm doing all the talking over here. They're talking about, Pete Carroll is talking about Russell Wilson having the opportunity to start for the Seattle Seahawks. Do you guys think that Russell Wilson will actually be the starter? Because I personally think they're almost contractually obligated to go with Matt Flynn because they have two guys making starter money that one of them has to be the starter, you'd think, and rookie Russell Wilson. So who starts day one? I gotta go with Matt Flynn, but maybe someone else thinks different. I liked Russell Wilson a lot. I have the Big Ten Network. I was able to watch Wilson last year quite a few times, and I like him a lot. In the Senior Bowl, he was not as good as I thought he would be. He missed some very high caliber NFL throws, one particularly in the back of the end zone that he needs to make. So I want to see what happens, but I still think that Matt Flynn will be the starter day one. I'm just going to throw it deep. Oh, Jimmy Graham! I'm so lucky. Oh my God, when you're lucky, stupid stuff happens, man. Most people are saying Matt Flynn. I absolutely hate DeVaris Jackson. Hey man, I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. They took him in the second round out of Alabama State. I'll say this. DeVaris Jackson is a great fit for a West Coast offense, but he is so conservative, he takes no chances, and he's scared. You think it'll be Matt Flynn or Russell Wilson second string? I think T-Jack could be on his way out of Seattle. He could get cut, I think. I don't know if his contract is set up so it would be beneficial for the Seahawks to cut him or whatnot. Alright, 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw it deep. Roman Harper. Can I get a user pick? What do you think about Kellen Moore? Well, first of all, a lot of the things people talk about. His size. Yes, he's small. His speed, he's not really fast. He's a left-handed quarterback. And there has been a successful left-handed quarterback. Of course, there was Steve Young. But most solid quarterbacks are right-handed, I'll say that. But he also played against a lot of weak teams in college. But I think he deserves a shot because I've seen him play and he is very, very accurate. I like him a lot as a passer and I want to see him get a fair shot. He's in Detroit, so realistically, he could get some playing time. I mean, Stafford isn't the most durable guy. Last year he held up. Threw for 5,000 yards. They also, in my opinion, Detroit already has the best backup quarterback in the league, and that's Sean Hill. So I think Kellen Moore would have been better off going to the Jets. He could have been third quarterback behind Sanchez and Tebow. Or he could have gone to the Saints because they need a backup quarterback. They got Chase Daniel. Tim Tebow is left-handed. That's true. But Tebow isn't the accurate fellow. He's not a good example because Tebow has the Tebow effect. No one else has the Tebow effect. Besides me when I play Madden. Of course. Right? I don't know all the good teams Kellen Moore played against in college, but I do know he did play some scrub teams. Of course, a lot of teams play scrub teams. That's why I don't watch Week 1 in college football. It's an absolute waste of time watching LSU play against Appalachian Division III, Wisconsin Stout. Moore just got cut from the Lions. Did he really? You think Ryan Mallett's a better backup? We haven't seen Mallett in a real game. We saw him in preseason play well, but Sean Hill has filled in and done very well. Man, Devery is just fast. Last year, Colt McCoy had an impressive preseason, if I remember correctly. Now he ain't a starter. Brandon Whedon is. Best backup is TJ Yates. Hey, you might have an argument with me there, because he proved himself last year in the regular season, down the stretch into the playoffs. That was impressive. He could be the successor to Matt Schaub. LSU played Oregon Week 1. That's right. I watched that game. But usually, you see teams play Alabama versus Alabama State. And then teams like Minnesota in their Week 1. Last year it was USC against Minnesota. And Minnesota almost won against Matt Khalil. Caleb Haney, and I don't know if we should talk about Caleb Haney. He was not very good last year when he had to fill in. Let's see. What do you think about Doug Martin? I like him as an all-around 3-down back. I think that's a very solid pickup. I really did not know much about the running backs in this draft other than Trent Richardson. I loved Trent Richardson in college. I thought he was so much better than Mark Ingram. And I just didn't think there was a whole lot besides him because I didn't really get to see David Wilson, Doug Martin. I've seen Trent Richardson and LaMichael James. And I think LaMichael James is kind of like a Darren Sproles player. Like Sproles, he's great at what he does, but he's not a 3-down back. Oh, there goes Ray Rice. Whoa, I didn't even see that coming. Backup is easily Jake Locker. I'm looking forward to see what, the sophomore class, I guess, of quarterbacks. I'm expecting Dalton to be solid, even better. He's got Kevin Zeitler now blocking for him, and he has Mohamed Sanu, opposite of A.J. Green. He also got Jake Locker, Blaine Gabbert, Christian Ponder, and Cam Newton. And T.J. Yates. Whoa, just pick up the ball, Higgins. Brandon Weeden is my favorite quarterback that was drafted. I honestly thought that he could have gone in the second round. I don't know if there was talk about anybody trading up ahead of Cleveland to take him. Like, who do you think would have been that team? Would the Jacksonville Jaguars? Who else is there that could have been trading up for Brandon Weeden? Needed a quarterback still. I don't know. But, hey, Cleveland Browns had 2 picks in the first round. They addressed 2 major needs. And it's hard to argue with that kind of logic. Sometimes you have to play it safe, like the Vikings did with Harrison Smith. They might have been able to get him in the second round, but maybe the Giants take him. But maybe someone else trades up. Who knows what happens. At least the Vikings got 2 guys they wanted, and the Vikings had also had a chance to coach Harrison Smith in the Senior Bowl, which makes them a safer pick because they know him, they've gotten to see him in person, coach him for a week, see him play in person in a game against other top seniors in the league, in the draft class that is. But good game, my opponent, and we're going to get into another game here. You're going to see a black screen here because I have to stop the capture module. Community name, please, anyone? It's just MrHurriicane, man. Seahawks cut Trufant, they did? Vikings, go get him. I like Marcus Trufant. How many years has he been in the league now? I forget. Remember when I used to collect football cards? I had his rookie card. Alright. Any chance of a NUG repeat? I honestly don't know what NUG is. What the hell? Maybe you're talking about the Giants Super Bowl? Talk about Lance Moore. He went to my high school. I like Lance Moore. I just don't... He's kind of like a really good 4th option. Like, the best fit for Lance Moore is a team like the Saints that utilizes a lot of receivers. So I think Lance Moore would be a good fit on the Saints, the Patriots, the Packers. He's just a solid receiver. He's not tremendously great at anything. Plays hard. I like him. One of my favorite players for the Saints, to be honest. NYG repeat. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I can't handle typos. Why do I keep not getting into a game? Think there is a chance. But they have some competition in the NFC East that like to say otherwise. Alright guys, I will play as the Eagles just for you. Just for you guys. Since so many people want me to play as the Eagles, I will play as the Philadelphia Eagles, and I will throw it to Jeremy Maclin all day. Marshawn Lynch, how's it going? You know what, Marshawn, I'll play it this time. I just got kicked out of 2 lobbies. If you beat the Cowboys, we can make it go right now. NFC East? Pick any team in the NFC East. If you want. I'm not going to make you. If you want to be the Chiefs, you can go ahead. But I'm being Philly. The people want it. And I'm going to wear the all-green jerseys, if it lets me. And the throwbacks, the Randall Cunninghams. Wait, no. Cunningham isn't that old. I forget. I don't know. For some reason, I remember seeing jerseys of Randall Cunningham. These are ugly as hell. Randall Cunningham wearing... I've seen him before. I know I have wearing those old jerseys. Whatever. These are some of the coolest jerseys, I think, in the league. Do they have matching pants? Because this does not look really that good. Might have to go with the 1960s white, I guess. Better NFL future, Dre Kirkpatrick or Morris Claiborne? Well, that's another player that the Bengals got. They got a lot better through the draft. At least 2 impact players in Kevin Zeitler and Dre Kirkpatrick, in my opinion. We'll see from Mohamed Sanu. But, do you like the Augustana Vikings? I don't even know who that is. What was I just talking about? I was talking about Dre Kirkpatrick or Morris Claiborne. I don't know, because I think I got to see more of Dre Kirkpatrick in college, and I knew about him since he was in high school, because I used to see those Rivals or whatever magazines, and he was on the cover of them as one of the top recruits in the nation. But then I look at who else has come from those colleges, and Morris Claiborne is coming a year after Patrick Peterson, and so I'm not sure which will be better, but I'm definitely interested in seeing, because those are 2 guys who can be very good corners. I thought those 2 and Janoris Jenkins were the 3 best corners in the draft, and I thought Jenkins could have been like the 2nd corner taken if he didn't have these off the field issues and had to go to North Alabama. You see the Seahawks new jerseys? Yes, I did. I love the Seahawks jerseys. I like the old ones too. Oh, don't go. Oh, thank you. Flag on the play. You're going to get the ball at your own 9. That sucks. Cam Newton versus LeBron James. What quarter are we in? And what sport are we playing? If it's hockey, that'd be LeBron's best sport. No, I don't really join in the LeBron hate club or whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't want to hate the Heat, but every time I watch basketball, I have to hate them. The way those guys play and just flop on the court like magic carps is just ridiculous. That's why I don't like watching basketball. It's all about fouls, and I just get so bored. I'd rather watch tennis. Vic is actually right-handed, but prefers to throw with the left. Now that is interesting. I did not know that. Nor have I ever seen him sign an autograph to prove it. That would be pretty cool if that's true. What do you think of Bruce Irvin? I know nothing about him. He went to West Virginia, and he was one of the more surprising picks of the first round, so I don't really know what to tell you, man. Oh, and by the way, earlier when I was talking about the Heat, that's pretty much all NBA basketball. I can watch college hoops. I mean, the NCAA tournament's fun to watch. NBA playoffs? I can't. I can't do it. It is ridiculously difficult for me to try to be interested, to even pretend to be interested in basketball. I'm a football guy. Alright, 3rd down and 4. I wish I had D'Amico Ryans on here. And Fletcher Cox. I want to run some wide 9. I'll put Babin over here. Oh, I'm going to get there. Oh, give me that! Asante, catch the ball! What's your favorite college besides UNC and Gophers? I follow a little bit of Florida State basketball just because my friend's cousin played for him and I have his autograph and stuff, so I followed him through his 4 years in college, but really, it's Minnesota or nothing for me. I'll watch other sports, I'll watch other teams, but I don't really cheer for anybody besides Minnesota. Anything. 4th and 4. Deshaun Jackson. Let's go. Oh, come on. You got to break another tackle for me, man. How will the Utah Utes do 2012? I don't know a single one of their players. I don't know their coach. I don't know the seating capacity of their stadium. Do you like Pokemon? Hell yeah! I've played all the generations on Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. I'm probably done now though, but like the last time I played any Pokemon game was before I started YouTube, just before it, like a month. I had a DS, I was playing Pokemon White or Black or something like that. And then I stopped because I didn't have the time anymore. I was doing YouTube and other stuff, so didn't play the DS anymore. I don't play Pokemon anymore, but I think Pokemon is a great game. One of the best RPGs ever played. Vic back to throw. Clay Harbor makes the catch and takes the hit. As you said, you live in Minnesota, but where are you originally from? Well, I was born in Minnesota. I moved to Wisconsin when I was 5 years old, and I went to school there my entire life, and now I'm back in Minnesota. I always wanted to come back. Oh, LaShawn McCoy! Thank you. First down. What do you think about the Falcons? They got Asante Samuel, and I think that's going to be one of the most impactful acquisitions of the offseason. Because I was always wondering why they couldn't do anything. Oh my god, Vic, you fumbled! I was out. Well, their offense, I mean, you got Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Roddy White, a solid offensive line. You know, you got like Todd McClure and whatnot, but Michael Turner. They should be putting up high 20s to 30 points a game. And now, defense gets short up. You got Brent Grimes, Dante Robinson in the slot, and Asante Samuel. But they do not have Curtis Laughlin anymore. We'll see what happens as far as linebacker situation. And so I think they could win the NFC South. I'm also looking to see what happens with the Saints and Breeze's contract and whatnot. There's still a lot to look forward to. I'm just kind of taking it easy right now and waiting. Vic has 50 carrying. Here's a fun stat for you. If nobody knew this, I don't know if I've ever talked about this in the video, in the stream before. Asante Samuel has the lowest tackle rating on Madden of any player on defense in the entire game with 26. That's the truth. I really don't think the Falcons will make the playoffs this year. We'll be lucky to make it, Chris. Give your team a little bit more credit. They've gone one and done there's 3 chances they've had in the playoffs under Matt Ryan. We'll see. I mean, the defense is the big question mark. And Matt Ryan outside of the Georgia Dome, I guess. Ooh, nice drop. Was that Jonathan Baldwin that dropped that? Or, no, it's Debo. I always mix up guys on different teams. I should have known from the hair. MrHurriicane, who is the better kick returner, punt returner? Deshaun Jackson, Devin Hester, or Percy Harvin? Devin Hester is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Of course, I did not get to watch NFL football before I was alive, and I started watching in like the year 2000. But Hester, he holds records, and he is dangerous. You don't kick to Devin Hester. The Vikings do, and he's taken back a lot of touchdowns against them. Alright, Michael Vick. Don't fumble the ball on this drive. Hand off LaShawn McCoy, and there's 3 guys there. 23! Who is 23? I kept wanting to say Dexter McCluster because he's number 23 on my Vikings team, on my franchise. Who do you have winning the AFC North? Come on, man. I can't pick between the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals at this point right now. Too hard. Oh no, why did I throw that way? I don't want to attack Flowers. I should have attacked. Well, Brandon Carr's also solid. I just don't want to attack high-rated corners. MrHurriicane, do you love Paul Allen? He's a great announcer. He's awesome. I love listening to him. Chiefs have one of the best non-dome stadiums. I'd like to go to Arrowhead once because I hear they have a really good, like the best tailgating in the NFL. And I hear it gets pretty loud in this stadium, and I'm all about those loud outdoor stadiums. Shows the fan base has some heart. 3rd and 7, Vic. D-Jax in motion. And he's got a man cleared out, Jeremy Maclin. Give me the first. Did you watch the Attitude Era? Some. I was young, but I did watch. I miss it. I miss being able to go on Raw and watch a tag team tables match of the Dudley Boys and somebody else. Bigger draft bust, Alex Smith or Joey Harrington? It has to be Joey Harrington, seeing as how I think he's out of the league. I haven't heard of him in a couple of years. And Alex Smith actually had a pretty good year last year, rebounding after a few failed seasons, not living up to his potential. Showing the 49ers that they should have picked Aaron Rodgers instead, but whatever. McCoy or a healthy Jamal Charles? That's a tough one, man, because they both bring a lot to the plate. They're both very solid. Jamal's a little bit faster. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. What do you guys think? Here's a question for you guys. Ray Rice, LaShawn McCoy, Matt Forte. Pick one, go. 3rd and 3, though. Vic. We're going to scramble. We're going to scramble. Why are these guys always diving headfirst on me? Is the new Viking Stadium a dome or an outdoor? There's talk about the Wilfs kicking in or figuring out how they can get a retractable roof. That would allow them to get a MLS team if they wanted to, because I guess the MLS doesn't allow teams with domes. And the Vikings could play outdoors too. That'd be pretty neat. I haven't ever been to an outdoor football game. I've only been to the Dome. I've been to the Dome 3 times for football. I haven't been anywhere else. I want to go to more stadiums. I've only been to 3 professional grade stadiums. That's Target Center, Metrodome, and Petco Park in San Diego. First year it opened. Give me that Steve Smith. Come on, man. Just give me a few yards. Throw me a bone, dude. Charles would have had a beast season if he didn't get an ACL injury. Same with Kenny Britt. Probably. Those knee injuries, though, you always got to look at how guys are going to bounce back. Now, we already seen the progression from Adrian Peterson, whereas I didn't really hear much about Jamal Charles in his progression, so I honestly don't know what stage he's at or how good he is right now. Looking forward to it, though, because he was dangerous before his injury. Very, very dangerous. First down, Brent Selleck. Seen a bunch of Ray Rices in that 3 running back question I gave you guys. Opinion on Josh Hamilton. How many home runs did that guy hit last week? Like 8? It was ridiculous. I didn't get to see anybody. He had a 4 home run game, a 2 home run game, and he was just consistent the entire week. Oh man, I was not in front of the line of scrimmage. Thank God. First down, Maclin. Steve Smith is pretty good in New York. Then didn't do squat. That's right. I believe he's in St. Louis now, if I remember correctly. I've been wrong before. Alright, he's got a 3-man rush, and Vic rolling out. He's going to throw it. Yeah, I was looking for Jeremy Maclin. 2nd down and 10. Alright, we're going to see what we can do here. I never get much luck on these pitches, but pitch out LaShawn McCoy. I got the speed, I got the angle, I got the first down, not the touchdown. I hope Ronnie Brown doesn't get put in because he might try to throw the ball backwards. Alright, Michael Vick, handoff. LaShawn, get in. Come on. Tamba Hali helps stand him up, or at least keep him out of the goal line, so we gotta keep trying. Thoughts on the Eagles' comeback versus the Giants 2 years ago. Alright, that game, on my fantasy team, I had Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. I was watching that game with my friend, and my friend told me, watch, Deshaun Jackson is going to get a punt return for a touchdown, because I thought they were going to hit the ball. It was a punt return. I wanted Michael Vick to hit a touchdown to Deshaun Jackson to get me more fantasy points. And then D-Jax took it to the house. Miracle at the Meadowlands. Crazy play. I got fantasy points out of it. I lost that week still. But that was ridiculous. Did you watch WCW? I did, and I thought I enjoyed watching Nitro more than I enjoyed watching Raw and SmackDown. Alright, getting some wide receiver questions now. Thoughts on Welker, thoughts on Dwayne Bowe. Welker, best slot receiver in the game right now. I mean, you can't argue the guy who puts up the numbers he does. 100 catches in how many years in a row? From a slot receiver, you couldn't ask for more, to be honest. Dwayne Bowe, circus catches, man. He's a very good receiver. I like Debo a lot. Alright, give me that pick. Give me that pick, Jamar Chaney. Give me that pick. Let's go. Work it left side. Kurt Coleman, try to get a block in there. Best number 2 wide receiver? Oh, man, you got me looking at Jordy Nelson, Victor Cruz. Who else is there? Solid number 2s. Julio Jones. I really want to go with either Jordy Nelson or Victor Cruz, though. Of course, if I got to see a list of every number 2 in front of me, I could probably make a better, more educated decision. Where does Kenny Britt rank on your best receivers? I'd once again have to make a list. I'm assuming I'd have him in the top 20, but he's been having injury problems and stuff, so I mean, you can't put him ahead of. I'd even have to put like guys like AJ Green ahead of him because Green played last year and he was solid. I mean, Julio Jones. I think Kenny Britt is really good when he's healthy, but that's the thing, when he's healthy. There's a lot of guys that have some injury problems. Do you think that AP and Percy are superior players? AP's in a league of his own, in my opinion. And Percy Harvin is one of the best slot receivers, I think. I don't think he's as good as a Wes Welker, but Percy, he's faster than Welker. Percy, he can play running back, he can play receiver, and he can do returns. He's so versatile. I compare him to a guy like Dexter McCluster. I obviously think Percy Harvin is better than Dexter McCluster, and that Dexter McCluster would be a weak man's, or a poor man's Percy Harvin. So, they're two unique players. Percy and Adrian. Top 5 tight ends. Okay, I'll try to make a list for you. Antonio Gates, Aaron Hernandez, Jimmy Graham, Rob Gronkowski. Who's the 5th one? Who else we got around the league? I gotta remember all the teams now. Let's see. Solid tight ends. There's Tony Gonzalez. I gotta remember all the teams. I'm gonna go by division. Jason Witten. I've already named Gronk, Hernandez, Gates, and Graham. Jermichael Finley is also up there. Oh man. Greg Olson. Mercedes Lewis wouldn't be in that type of a league in my opinion. Dustin Keller. Yep. People are talking about him. Man, who is going to be the 5th? I got my 4, no problem. Man. I like hard questions, though. I got to think. I got to go around to all the different divisions. Nate Allen, get me a pick. Let's see, let me go to the NFC West. Oh, Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis, Gates, Gronkowski, Hernandez, and Graham in no particular order. Those 5. See, there's always someone you forget, and you just happen to forget one of the best tight ends in the league. Picked off Asante Samuel. Give me that football and let's go to the house, Asante. Let's go. Oh, come on, fat boy. You ain't catching me. Cut inside. Oh, no! He just got decked. And Trent Cole picked up the fumble. That was ridiculous. What about Zach Miller? Doesn't fit into my top 5, man. Funniest / best real-life football moment. Oh, real life? I don't know, man. Let's talk about NFL. My best moment watching football is probably when the Vikings beat the Packers in the Metrodome when Brett Favre was their quarterback. That's got to be the best. Funniest? Huh. I don't know. I mean, I've seen my fair share of come on, man moments. I'm not sure, man. JPP or Jared Allen? I will take Jared Allen. 22 sacks last year. I want to see him get that sack crown. Okay, I got to hurry up and stop wasting time. Get out of bounds, Vic. It's 5 seconds. I think I can do it here. I think I can get it here. But do I take the chance? Of course I do. What about Todd Heap in his prime? Man, Todd Heap was a great receiving tight end before they became like such a popular commodity. Guys, just go to the end zone, someone get separation, or I'm throwing it away. End zone! Oh, and I got 1 second left on the clock. If it was 4 seconds, I would not have done that. Dallas Clark, at this stage, I would put those 5 tight ends I listed above him. Dallas Clark would still be in my top 10, but I think those 5 guys, they're bigger X factors. MJD or Shady. For those of you that don't know, Shady is LaShawn McCoy. I'll take Maurice Jones-Drew. In my opinion, he's the second best running back in the league, and of course I'm going to be biased. I'm an Adrian Peterson fanboy. I was about to say right now I'm wearing an Adrian Peterson shirt, but I'm not. Right now I'm wearing a Chad Greenway shirt. What is the worst thing in the NFL that has ever happened to you? NFC Championship Game 2009. Not more needs to be said. Tony Gonzalez in his prime? Oh yeah. Jermaine Gresham, I mean, I put Gresham in with guys like Dustin Keller and Brandon Pettigrew. They're solid, but they're not top 5. Like these guys, there's a lot of good tight ends. There can only be 5 players in the top 5, guys. And in my opinion, I named the top 5. That's why I named them. 2nd and 7. Give me that, Mike Vick. Give me a first down. Give me something nice to work with here. Going to roll to my left and throw it. Deshaun, no, Macklin. Turn around and head to the end zone. Jeremy, don't get caught from behind. That guy is pretty fast. Is that Javier Arenas? Who's 29? Did you play football? Yes, I played 1 year in high school. And I played 1 year in middle school. I wasn't really that great. I don't think so anyways. I played safety, corner, and running back. I always wanted to play slot receiver, but you don't pass the ball in small school, high school, in football. You run the ball to death. You throw the ball 3 times a game, that's it. And they're always play action. Alright, now he's got the return. Jaquan Jarrett. I believe that's his name. What do you think of Patrick Willis? Best middle linebacker in the game, period. He's too good, man. I'm a big Patrick Willis fan. Don't take off with Castle. Get him, Akeem Jordan. First down, Castle. Which receiver should be the number 1 on the Eagles? D-Jax or Jeremy Macklin? Jeremy Macklin is more polished and all around better, I would say. Better route runner and whatnot. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun again. I'm just bringing 4-man rushes pretty much all game. Give me that. Oh man, I was way too quick. Way too quick with Nate Allen there. I kind of jumped the gun. Jonathan Baldwin got the first down. Lions or Packers defensively? I would personally take the Packers just because they have the ability to get turnovers even though they get a lot of yards let up. And they have some very good impact players. I mean, Charles Woodson, although in the later stage of his career, the twilight, I guess you could call it. And you have Clay Matthews, and we'll see how good Nick Perry is opposite side. That's a big pickup for them. B.J. Raji. The Lions, I think their defense is okay. Not as big of a problem as it has been in recent years. And that's a touchdown. Jamal Charles makes this not a shutout anymore. Best Vikings franchise comeback ever. 2 Super Bowl. Has to be, man. It was like 3 scores. I forget the exact score, but that was one of the better comebacks I've seen in that game. And played, I guess. Top 10 receivers. Harder question than you think it's going to be. Megatron. Larry Fitzgerald. There's 2. Chad Hall out of Air Force. Give me the football. Andre Johnson, 3. Greg Jennings, 4. Oh, man. There's so many good borderline guys, too. Like Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz are both borderline, in my opinion. They could be in the top 10 or like 11, 12, 13 type of guys. Yeah, Roddy White. I think you have to put Wes Welker in the top 10. If I put in Roddy White, that's 5. It is a hard question. Oh, man. That's a tough question, guys. I'm just trying to go around the league right now in my head and just think of what I can think of. Reggie Wayne? That's one of those guys kind of borderline. Yeah, Chad Hall. I know who Chad Hall is. I know a lot of guys no one knows. Nicks? I think I should put Hakeem Nicks in there. Oh, Selleck break a tackle and almost get the first down. Oh, man. I don't know if I put Miles Austin in there. Definitely not Dez Bryant. Could Brandon Marshall go up there? Probably. Could A.J. Green? I'm not sure. I like A.J. Green a lot, though. Huh. Oh, Dwayne Bowe has to go up there. So that's like 6. But there's so many borderline guys, it's difficult. I'm just going around to all the different teams in my head. Going by division, because I can think of 4 at a time then. I can actually remember every team in each division in the NFL, too. I've already said Jennings. That's a good question, man. Dion Lewis! Wow, just breaking tackles all day, huh? You got Brandon Marshall in there? Okay, you kind of just recapped my list for me. Thank you. Mike Wallace. I think Wallace could be like in there, yes. Could I put Victor Cruz? I'm not sure. But I have picked the most solid receivers so far, unless I'm really forgetting some big name players. I'm trying to go by division in my head. Vic, quick. Oh, Selleck breaks a tackle. Broken tackle again. My guys are breaking tackles like crazy now they just commit a penalty. Vincent Jackson? I already said Fitz. I know that. He was the second guy I said. Davis from 49ers? He's tight end. So I'm not putting him in there. Brandon Lloyd? I could probably put Brandon Lloyd in there. He's kind of like a 8, 9, 10 area. Maybe. I don't know. He could also be 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. I can give you a definitive 1 through 5, but the rest is so fuzzy and hard to determine. I can for sure say Megatron, Fitzgerald, Andre Johnson, Wes Welker, because he's a slot receiver and he's very good at what he does, and Dwayne Bowe. And also, someone just brought up Marcus Colston. Yes, he's a solid receiver as well. If he gave me like the top 25, I could probably make this a lot easier. Thought on Brian Dawkins' retirement. I've been a big fan of Dawkins his entire career. And he's one of those guys, him, Champ Bailey, guys been in the league for a long time, and it's about time for those guys to hang it up. Dawkins, at least my last memories of him were him still playing pretty solid for Denver. Not like McNabb memories. Alright, hands it off. Shady McCoy. We're going outside. And we're going to get the first down. Top 5 linebackers. Okay, but we got inside and outside to worry about now. And I'm always about that saying, well, you can't compare these people because they're different. So, I'll name some good linebackers for you. Terrell Suggs, when he's not injured, tore his Achilles. Touchdown, Shady McCoy. DeMarcus Ware. I'm going to talk about rush linebackers first, okay? Terrell Suggs, DeMarcus Ware, Clay Matthews, Tamba Hali, James Harrison. Inside linebackers, Patrick Willis. I would still put probably Brian Urlacher. Do I put Lawrence Timmons in there? I'm trying to think of all these middle linebackers, guys. It can be difficult sometimes. Lewis, of course, I gotta put in Lewis. Lewis and John Beeson, thank you. There's Elvis Dumerville outside as well. I mean, when you make a top 5, you're always gonna have great players who are outside of that top 5 that people will argue should be inside, and it's always debatable because there is no such thing as a true way to define the top 5. I guess there's just guys that are clearly outperformers compared to other people. Let's see, let's go over here. Kurt Coleman! A nice knock away as Namdi. Brian Cushing, yup. He could probably go into my top 5. My fave 5. What did you think of Marvin Harrison before he retired? He was always catching 100 passes a year from Peyton Manning. And they were so good for so long, I wanted to see them... I don't know, I want to see some new teams come along because they kept dominating for so long. Now they are at the bottom. Chad Greenway, he's an outside linebacker, but I was mainly talking about rush linebackers in a 3-4 system. When you talk about like the best outside linebackers in a 4-3, Greenway could go in the top 5. Uh-oh, screen pass, Rogers Camardi, thank you. Let me see your top 5, man. You got Randy Moss, number 1. And then you have Reggie Wayne, Wes Welker, Andre Johnson, Megatron. I still think you got to put Larry Fitz in there somewhere and Dwayne Bowe, but that's because they're on my list. London Fletcher. I'm a big London Fletcher fan. Janikowski or Carpenter? I want to take Seabass just because he kicks it out of the stadium, man. But Carpenter, he has a trophy in this game because he hit a 60-something yarder. Maybe it was just a 60. Nate Allen, user pick. Give me that. Do you think Eric Weddle is the second best free safety in the league? Well, you gotta look at Ed Reed as number 1. No one's taking that from him until he retires. Who else you got? Antoine Bethea, Earl Thomas, Harrison Smith. No, not yet. I also don't know. I think Harrison Smith played strong safety. I don't remember if he played free safety. I can't really remember much about him. Who else solid safeties? Give me some names, guys. Help me out a little bit. I don't know if I put Eric Weddle at number 2, man. Because Ray Lewis, or Ed Reed, I mean, is number 1. It's hard to argue with that. Does Eric Berry play free or strong? I can't remember. I get frees and strongs mixed up all the time. Unless they're on the Vikings, then I'm usually able to remember definitively. 3rd down and 8. Vic back to throw. We want the first down. Whoa! It wasn't a streak. You can clearly see he ran a back shoulder curl. comments, update. It just did it again, guys. I'm not lying when I say this happens. I am not lying. Every time I say it, it happens. It is voice activated in my mind. Eric Berry plays strong safety. Okay. Something Griffin from the Titans. That's Michael Griffin out of Texas. Troy Polamalu. I know he's a strong safety. Top 5 cornerbacks. Harder than you think. Revis and Nnamdi. Nnamdi, you could probably bounce in between anywhere from 2 to 4 now because he had such a rough year last year. Who else we got, though? We got Revis Island. We got Nnamdi. And other solid cornerbacks around the league. I mean, you got Joe Hayden, but is he a top 5? Hey, there's Nnamdi. He's making his bid for my top 5 right now. Who else do we have? Man, how am I having so much trouble trying to think of 5 solid corners? Because I'm thinking of a bunch of really good ones. I mean, Champ Bailey, could I put him in there? Charles Woodson. Someone just said Woodson and Bailey. Good thinking. I don't even know why I'm throwing the ball, guys. I should just be running the ball. Brandon Browner, not quite yet, man. Definitely thins up to Revis and Nnamdi. I agree, Rock Band. 3805. You gotta look at Joe Hayden. You gotta look at Patrick Peterson in there. I don't know if you put Patrick Peterson in the top 5 after just a great rookie season. But you also got guys like Asante Samuel and Brent Grimes. I'm not putting Antoine Winfield in there, because at this stage of the game he's not a top 5 corner at all. Woodson is moving to safety. Is that true? Is that really true? I'll have to do some research. Ladarius Webb, he had a great year last year. You could legitimately put him in the top 5. Just got to get this first down. Vontae Davis? That's another good thought. I should probably be looking at a list of players right now to help me out, but at least I have a solid memory, and I obviously watch a ton of football, so I know all the really good players. But thinking of 5 cornerbacks, man, you're right, it does drop off. Brandon Flowers. Ashton Ubooty. Jonathan Joseph. Oh, man. You guys are making it tough on me with some of these questions, but they're very good questions. Hester or Patrick Peterson? I gotta take Hester over pretty much everybody besides, like, I don't know. It's hard to take anybody over him. Top 5 NFL rivalries. Man. Well, it's also hard to think of all the good ones because I'm only part of one true rivalry. That's Vikings-Packers. I do not consider the Vikings-Bears or Vikings-Lions to really be a rivalry, although they have history with those teams. Packers is so much more of a rivalry, in my opinion. And then, other great rivalries around the league. Let's talk about rivalries, guys. We got the Vikings and the Packers. That's a great rivalry. Packers and Bears is a great rivalry. I keep trying to cut corners trying to say the word. Patriots, Jets. Broncos, Raiders. Steelers and Ravens, and I didn't even hit X there. Trying to think of some really great rivalries. I really like watching Ravens and Steelers games, so I'd probably throw them as one of the top rivalries. Vikings, Packers, definitely. Especially being a big fan of those teams. NFC East, you got rivalries. It's pretty much, you could say, all 4 of those teams. All the games they play are big rivalry games. NFC East is a great rivalry-packed division. My favorite ones to watch are probably Cowboys and Eagles, or Eagles and Giants. Oops, we both missed. Don't think I'm forgetting about the NFC East. They have some of the best. Colts and Pats, up until last year, yeah. Seahawks, Niners. Hopefully, I want to see both those teams be really competitive. Titans, Steelers, Titans, Colts, Colts, Pats. I love watching rivalry games, though. Bengals, Steelers. That's a good one. Do the Steelers and the Eagles have a real rivalry? I mean, they're both in Pittsburgh or both in Pennsylvania. Do they really have a rivalry though? Whoa! I missed the knockaway there. Raiders versus NFL. That's going to my top 5, man. Raiders versus NFL. So true. The NFL doesn't like the Raiders. They are out to get them. I like these top 5 lists, though. Whoever brought the first one is a creative genius. Thank you. We're going deep. Oh, we're going underneath. Joe Buck or Chris Collinsworth, who is worse? Joe Buck is the worst. Falcons Saints, yup. NFC South, can't forget about them. Even though some of those teams are... I don't really know a whole lot about those rivalries all the time. Alright, I'm going to try to knock this away manually. Yeah, knock it away, Asante. Yeah, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys. I mean, I love watching those games. Pats, Giants, has to be. 2 Super Bowls. Can you do a series of top 10s? Now that is a very good suggestion. That is a very good suggestion, my friend. Game is over, by the way. Who do I think the top... You know what? I might entertain that idea, guys. You got Miles Austin in your top 5? You got him above Dwayne Bowe? Okay. I might entertain that idea, guys, of doing a top 5 or a top 10 series, talking about the best players, best rivalries, my favorite players, who knows. And my viewers could vote on what the next video is about. Someone may have just created a new series on MrHurriicane's YouTube channel. Once a week top 10s. That's a epic warfare. Just said you're welcome. Well, if you were the one that brought it up, thank you very much. That could become a series of videos. I might do that, guys. I think that's a good idea. Once a week, top 10s? I think I should do that. If you want to see MrHurriicane make top 5 or top 10 series, give me a hell yeah. Alright, guys, we're going to get into another game now. I'm 2-0 tonight. Who's going to knock me off of my horse? Throne? Whatever you want to use as a symbol of me winning 2 games. Random Falcons. A lot of hell yeahs. How can you say no to that? Who do you guys want to see me play as? The first team I see pop up twice will be the team I play as. I gotta see the team name twice though, by 2 different people at least. You guys pick my team here. I don't care if it's the Rams. I gotta see the team name twice though. Jags, Falcons, Colts, Ravens, Vikings, Steelers, Seahawks. Oops, I saw Ravens twice. Was it 2 different people? Yes, it was. Ravens get the victory. Ravens, Packers. This is a very good matchup. What would have second place have been? Titans, oh, here come all the team names. But I saw the Ravens as 2 of the first comments, so it is the Ravens and the Packers. And I hope everybody's having a good night tonight on Monday Night Madden. I love doing these live streams, guys. I gotta stream more often. I might stream after Monday Night Raw. I can't promise there'll be Madden. It may be Starhawk. But we'll see what happens. Just follow me on Twitter. If you enjoy the live stream, please leave a like rating on the stream. I appreciate it. Oh my god, we get to play in the snow. This is awesome. I love playing in the snow. Not in real life because my hands get numb and I like to catch a ball. What do you think of Jarius Byrd? I think he's solid, but I haven't really gotten to see a ton of them. I haven't gotten to see very many Bills games, to be honest. Billy Cundiff. We got 13-mile-an-hour wind. All right, Randall Cobb, you're gonna fumble. You're gonna fumble. Nope. At least it wasn't a touchdown. Top 5 defensive ends. Jared Allen, Justin Tuck. I'm talking 4-3 right now because otherwise I have to put in Haloti. Also, I gotta look at my roster quick. Do I put in Jason Pierre-Paul? Dwight Freeney, Julius Peppers, Robert Mathis? I've already named 6. Torrey Smith, Lee Evans, Tandon Doss. Don't gotta worry about the line. I'm just looking at defense. Corey Redding, Haloti Nada, and Terrence Cheeseburger Cody. I know my nicknames around the league. A lot of them anyways. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch I don't know. This is pretty much already ready for me to go. As long as I have a solid returner. Ooh, not Webb. I'll put Torrey Smith. I'll put Torrey Smith here because that's what I do. Justin Smith, Trent Cole, Chris Long. Seen his name twice from the same person. What do you think of AJ Jenkins? I liked him a lot. I got to watch some Big Ten games, and I thought he could be a very good pick in the 3rd round. I was surprised to see him go that early, but I'm assuming that their general manager knows a lot more than I do about him, and probably worked him out. And definitely watched a lot more tape. I'm looking forward to see how good AJ Jenkins is. Oh, quick slant to Greg Jennings. You forgot the Steelers and Raiders rivalry. My bad. I knew there was going to be a bunch I missed, and when you miss stuff, it's generally pretty good stuff still. Cody's nickname is Mount Cody. Well, I've heard him called Cheeseburger Cody. And I think it fits a large human being. Oh, Jarrett Johnson's so slow. Oh, you forgot someone on top 5 linebackers, Cameron Wake. I'm a big Cameron Wake fan. When he came alive after his first year in the NFL, after playing in the CFL, I forget what team he played for in the Canadian Football League, but I definitely liked him a lot. Come on, get Starks. I start out with Starks too. Good pick. Ed Reed's catch rating is 84. That's ridiculous. Did you hear that AJ Jenkins came to camp unfit? I did not. Although I check Pro Football Talk and ESPN NFL.com every day. Multiple times. Hamburger Hampton? I honestly have not heard that one about Casey Hampton. Ooh, another slant route. And Jennings is going to hold on. What are your thoughts on Noel Devine? Who picked him up? I forget where he went last year. Like, I'm assuming he made it to a practice squad at least. I'm expecting him to run the ball with Starks display. I got Mount Cody here in the middle, or Cheeseburger, whatever you want to call him. Still going to get a solid gain. Josh Sitton looking like leading the way. Wade played with the BC Lions, as did Solomon Elimimian. And Elimimian is now signed by the Vikings, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do because he was one of the better linebackers in the CFL. I've actually seen him play, too. When I was watching a game one time, I just heard his name come up over and over again making tackles. Whoa, wide open John Kuhn. Get him, Bernard Pollard. Oh my God, stiff arm. There's Ed Reed. Oh, Cameron Wake played for the Vancouver Lions? I'm not sure, man. Noel Devine is in the CFL? Huh, I didn't know. I thought he would have been on like a practice squad or something, got to play some special teams in the NFL maybe. But 2 people said he went to the CFL, so it has to be right. Alright, handoff James Starks. There's a solid run defense I needed. Ravens D-line or Vikings D-line? Which is better? Also, who has a better secondary? Well, Ravens have a better secondary. But the Ravens run a 3-4 and the Vikings run a 4-3. They both have two of the best defensive lines of their kind of defense. So I don't know who I would say is better. I might give the edge to the Ravens for having Haloti. But I don't know, because the Vikings have Robinson, Allen, and Williams. And so that's 3 solid versus Corey Redding. Is Corey Redding still with them? And Haloti and Mount Cody is a solid, okay nose. Booty in the gang. I've seen Duke's Ultimate Team stuff. I know about Booty in the gang. 3rd and goal. What are we getting here? Rodgers is sacked, and that is a sack for Haloti Ngata. Redding went to the Colts. That's right. Thank you. Yup. Divine is an Alouette, so he plays for Montreal. I know most of the CFL teams because there's only like 8. It's pretty easy to remember them all. There's the BC Lions, the Toronto Argonauts, the Montreal Alouettes, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Did I already say BC Lions? There's the Hamilton Tiger Cats, I think. Let's see. Huh. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head right now, this second. Did I just name 5? Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Yep, that's. I was trying to think of cities first, and I forgot about Winnipeg. Do you watch arena football? I watched the Arena Bowl last year, and it was extremely entertaining. Alright, let's see what we got here. 2nd and 10, Flacco to throw. Wide open, fullback Vontae Leach. I wish it was Ray Rice. That was the ugliest spin move ever. The head coach of the Colts was the defensive coach of the Ravens last year, so a lot of the Ravens defense went to the Colts. Makes complete sense, my friend. Did they get anybody else? Besides Corey Redding? Like Tom? Did they get Tom Zibikowski? Second favorite NFL team, I do not have one. My second favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings. My third favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, Pitta! Oh my God, why did you do that, Torrey Smith? Edmonton Eskimos. That's right. Who do you think is going to be on the cover of Madden 13? I'm 100% certain it's Calvin Johnson because he won the cover vote. Alright, 1st and 10, Flacco to throw again. And we're going to go to the tight ends once again. Dixon makes the catch. I'm just airing it out today. I love talking football with you guys. I can literally talk football all day, all week, all month, all year. Because by the time I run out of stuff to talk about, there'll be new stuff to talk about, new stories. A guy going out and punching his girlfriend. A guy punching a fire extinguisher. No, I'm just kidding. Only that would be in the NBA. Do you watch UFL? Negative. 2nd down and 8. Joe Flacco. And, Pitta, you gotta catch a ball, Dennis. It is now 7:19 Central Standard Time. Cleo Lemon. Oh my God. You remember Cleo Lemon, man? He played for the Dolphins. Wasn't he the backup behind Dante Culpepper? Where does he play now? I haven't heard that name in a few years. Oh, Flacco, Ed Dixon. Oh, that was rough. Man, Cleo Lemon was sweet. He also has a last name Lemon. Favorite pass route? Huh. In Madden, I like to run a lot of, well, obviously curls. I think the post is my favorite route. The post to the outside, not so much a post to the inside. I like working the outside post. And curls, drags, you know. Do you remember the XFL? Yes, I do. Man, with the NFL all about safety, XFL is the exact opposite now. Come on, Anquan Bolden, touchdown. He's on the Jags? Is he really? I'm going to look up Cleo Lemon after this stream, guys. He was horrible for the Toronto Argonauts last year. Friday Night Flash. Friday Night Fallout. Monday Night Madden. Thursday night, let me lean over and look at my games. Saturday night Starhawk. Sunday night Saints Row. Cleo Lemon retired. You can't retire unless you have enough money to retire. If you're talking about professional sports. He's just done playing football. How much time left before Monday Night Raw? 38 minutes. Oh, he's working that slant. That's the third time now. It's the first one of Donald Driver. Top 5 fullbacks. Vontae Leach. Could you put John Kuhn in there? Let's see. There's Vontae Leach. There's like LaRon McClain. I know I'm forgetting one really good guy. A really good one too. I know I am. There's Vontae Leach. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh man, I tried to jump that route with Ladarius. LaRon McClain. Hey, Mrs. Nadas Fan is here. Where's Mr. Nadas Fan? Alright, I got Bernard Pollard here. We're going to cover the middle of the field. It's because I don't trust them. Oh man, I had Ed Reed and a corner on Donald Driver, and he outran them both. Marcel Reese, Leonard Weaver, Ovi Mugeli? Yes, that's one of the guys I forgot. David Johnson of the Steelers. Don't know a whole lot about him, to be honest. John Kuhn. And Kuhn is actually a receiving threat, too. Alright, 1st and 10. Maybe he hands it off and switches it up this time and goes to James Starks. Jacob Hester, Greg Jones. Top 5 long snappers. To be honest, I think I can only name like one. That's my least knowledgeable position. The Vikings is Cullen Loeffler. Or Leffler. I don't know how to pronounce it really. So I can only name you one long snapper, man. I'm sorry. I gotta get educated. We'll hold Starks there. We're calling a timeout because I don't want to run the clock out on me. He's probably going to score. I'm okay with that. MrHurriicane from England. Good night, AZP. It's gotta be late over there. What's it? A 6-hour difference from my house, from where I am. So it's like 2 or 1:30 a.m. over there or something. Oh man, Haloti just knocked away. Oh, fumble and they got it. Come on, man. Top 5 analysts. Some people might give him grief. I'm not saying Skip Bayless, but I really like Mike Mayock. Or Matt Mayock. I don't know. I think it's Mike Mayock. After that, I'm not really sure, because I read a lot of Mike Florio stuff on Pro Football Talk. I like Mayock, though. His draft stuff. Otherwise, what do you... I don't even know all of them. Oh, John Kuhn. I said he was a receiving fullback before. Should Shane Leckler make the Hall of Fame? Hey, punters are people too. Like, when I watched the NFL Network's coverage of the NFL Draft, I liked listening to Mike Mayock's input. He's not going to be right every time. I'm going to be wrong as well in some of my predictions. So, he did state a lot of facts, and he is knowledgeable. I like Mayock a lot. I think he does know what he's talking about. I would talk football with Mike Mayock. I would not talk football with Skip Bayless. Alright, 22 seconds. What can we do in this short amount of time? No! 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 I thought he was going to stick with the other guy. No! What am I doing? What am I doing? That was stupid, guys. Don't make that mistake. Learn from my mistake. You don't have to make it yourself. Jags drafted a punter in the 3rd round. Good move. Well, if they're going to have a weak offense, and they're going to be punting a lot, they should have a good punter for field position, because they have a... Oh, I talked about this last live stream. They have a good defense. If they have a good punter, that can help out their weak offense. So it kind of does make sense. Maybe it was a little early, but that's at least the way I'm going to put it. I'm not talking about reach or anything. Yeah, what am I doing? Exactly. Would you talk football with Warren Sapp? No. Spurgeon Wynn, he was horrible. Played for the Vikings. At least 1 year. He was bad. Worst logo in the NFL? I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna run another play. I don't know why I threw that pass over there to Dixon. Best jerseys in the NFL. I can't believe I threw that pick 6. That was not a smart decision, Mr. Hurricane. I will talk in first person for the rest of the stream. No. Best jerseys. Buccaneers throwbacks. I legitimately like the creamsicles. I like the Philadelphia throwbacks. The best NFL jerseys are the baby blue San Diego Chargers jerseys. They are the absolute greatest things ever. Handoff, Ray Rice. Let's get some yards. If I even run the ball this game and I have Ray Rice on my team, would you attempt to talk Tebow with Skip Bayless? No. We would have a lot of disagreements. Alright, Flacco. Now a counter play for Ray Rice. And he got caught by Jamon Williams. I had eyes upfield, though. What do you think of Sean Payton and his temporal suspension from the NFL? I haven't really talked a whole lot about the bounty stuff. I haven't made videos about it. I just think, yeah, football's a violent sport. I just didn't agree with the money, the paying for the injuries, whatever. I mean, guys are going to target players anyways. And I really don't have a problem with that because it's just going to happen. But I don't think there's really anything in the NFL for bounties and doing that type of thing. Because, yeah, guys are going to play hard. Guys are going to get injured. But I just didn't really like the whole bounty scandal. I haven't really talked about it at all. It's been going on long enough. You guys have probably heard enough of it. Stephen A. Smith would help you out in that case? I'm sure he would. Alright. This is a big third down here, guys. 3rd and 5 for Joe Flacco. Come on, Lee Evans, thank you. You caught this one. You dropped the one in the AFC Championship game, but you got this one. Which is worse, bounties in the NFL or flopping in the NBA? Well, I'll say bounties are bad just because paying to try to do that stuff, it's just stupid stuff. I don't really even want to talk about it. Flopping in the NFL. Guys do this when guys like pulling people off of piles and stuff. I think that the acting jobs that football players do is actually pretty entertaining. But NBA, all guys do is flop. It is so boring to watch. I can't watch NBA basketball. I will attempt to watch the finals, but if it's bad, I will play Madden. Also, I don't even understand bounties because they're like for $10,000 and guys make game checks of 6 figures. Oh, Bolden, were you inbounds? Yes, thank you. Next Madden should have bounties. Landmines in the end zone. Call of Duty meets Madden. Hello from Sweden. Will Russell Wilson have a chance to start for the Seahawks? That's what Pete Carroll is saying. But I do expect Matt Flynn to win that battle outright. Oh, at least I got the pass off, and I got Billy Cundiff. It's Cundiff time, guys. Alright, here it goes. 4th and 8. Billy Cundiff. Wow, that was pretty good. Cundiff's kick is up! And it is good. 7-point game now. NBA is just about squeaking the floor and faking penalties. No, I like the sport of basketball, but I hate the NBA. Guys just flop. They don't. I would say that a lot of them don't try as hard as college players. That's why the college games were entertaining. And I can't stand watching guys just draw fouls and all the fouling. I hate free throws. I hate watching free throws. They're professional. Shoot them from a 3-point line. Then I'll watch basketball. But I can't stand all the fouling and the flopping. I just can't watch it. What is the ugliest throwback jerseys? Probably the Broncos or the new Pittsburgh Steelers alternate jerseys. Oh, now he wants to make a kick. Surprised he didn't choke. 2 different people has commented on Billy Cundiff making a 50-yarder in the snow for me. Wind to his back, though. They also draft straight out of high school. Well, there's that 1-year rule now. What does flop mean? Basically, when a guy gets barely touched and he falls on the ground like he got hit really hard and tries to draw a foul. It is so annoying. Watch the Miami Heat. You'll see about 16 instances in the first quarter. Pick it, Ladarius, you suck. I would rather watch Jamarcus Russell and Troy Williamson play catch than watch an NBA game. If you hate free throws, then you hate place kicking. I don't have a problem with that because they're not scoring points that way. It's just kicking the ball to the other team. It's not as bad as free throws. I don't like watching it. 3rd and 5, 1st down. Nice job, man. Oh, thanks, but I'm from Florida. I admit, I do have some Miami Heat shirts. I have a LeBron James shirt, but I've watched some basketball games this year, and there's just so much flopping and just not entertaining basketball, in my opinion. I want to like basketball. I want to like the Heat. But every time I watch, they just give me reasons to not like them. I don't want to hate basketball. Just watching it sometimes gives me no option. You should make some COD videos. I don't have Call of Duty anymore. I do not plan on buying Black Ops 2. I know I said I wouldn't buy Modern Warfare 3, and I did, but this time I think I'm really serious. Because it's a first-person shooter, and I'm done with first-person shooters. I have Starhawk right now. Very solid game. What do you think about the Pro Bowl? I don't like the Pro Bowl. I think it should be replaced by something else. Skills competition or something. Watch the Mavs. They don't flop at all. They're not in my market. How do you think the Saints will do without any rookies or Jonathan Vilmo? They got David Hawthorne and Curtis Laughlin, so I think they're fine at middle linebacker. I think they should make NBA courts out of gravel, because then that would probably limit the number of flops guys would take, because they don't want to get hurt. Like someone just said, watch the Mavs or really old teams because they don't flop. So I think if you replace the courts with gravel, that could eliminate some of the flopping, and then you'd actually see real fouls. Alright, 2nd down and 6. Let's see what you got, Rodgers. We gotta stop him here. He's starting to run a little bit of clock on me. Rolling to his right, and Rodgers is pushed out of bounds by Ladarius Webb. Good defense, 3rd and 7. Also, I think the NBA is bad. Not even talking about the gameplay. I just think David Stern is a corrupt commissioner, and the officiating, I would say basketball is easier to officiate than football, than baseball, yet they have the worst referees. They are worse than NFL referees. They're worse than anything. NBA referees are terrible, and I think it's on purpose. Also, the lottery is fixed. Oh. 4th and 2. Don't snap it to the up back. Don't snap it to the up back. I don't want to have to defend against that. He's punting, guys. 2-minute drill, Joe Flacco time. And I have the room to return. With Torrey, oh my god, he died! I don't have the room to return. Sorry, guys. And that's enough about basketball. We got to talk about a good sport, football. I like college basketball. I think it's very entertaining. I'm all about the entertainment value, and I do not get that from watching NBA games. Ray Rice, close to a 1st down. Let's run some no-huddle, guys. Oh, knocked away by Clay Matthews. Try to get it in there. Alright. We gotta get this 3rd down conversion, though. That's the first thing on the agenda. Handoff Ray Rice up the middle. AJ Hawk on his back like a backpack. And now we're gonna go to the 2-minute warning. What do you think of hockey? I just never really sat down and really watched it. Did I just see Joe Flacco's shirt with grass stains? I'll have to check. Ladarius Webb has some grass stains. Anquan, Torrey, and Lee. Someone's got to shine here late in the game. Over the middle, Lee Evans. Oh my god. I would have only gotten like 2 yards anyways. Hello from Louisiana. Got people all over. Different countries, different states. 188 people right now. Yeah, some people like college football more than the NFL. I like the NFL more because I find it to be more entertaining. I like the players more. And I grew up watching the NFL. I did not grow up at all watching college and Flacco. Oh no. I just got sacked. 3rd and 18, guys. Uh-oh, I gotta get this together. Least appreciated quarterback in the NFL. Huh. I'll have to ponder that one. And no, it's not Christian Ponder. I at least got to get something on this drive, or this play. And I can't waste more time than I already am. Come on! Left side, Torrey! Oh my god, I wanted to throw it deep to Torrey Smith. Alright guys, 4th down and 18. Hello from Australia, wow. Hello to everybody around the world. 4th and 18. Oh man. Oh man. This is what it all comes down to, guys. Big plays late in the game. Oh no, 4th and 18, I hate this. They can't cover everybody, can they? Flacco, back to pass. What is that, Flacco? It may not have been a first down, but that was not a good effort. What about playing Minecraft? I've wanted to try it out, but I'm not a PC gamer. I'm not about to try that stuff, and I don't have an Xbox to play it, so. I would prefer to play it on Xbox, but I don't even own an Xbox. We gotta get a fumble now. Come on. Bernard Pollard almost injured him. At least he got a solid hit. Need a fumble. Joe Flacco choked Tony Romo pass. You got too excited, elite. Oh, that was not the best throw I've ever seen in this game, but I was kind of moving around with him backwards or whatever, so my fault. Handoff, Starks almost ripped it out. I wonder if he's going to try to get me with a pass. Nope, he's going to run the ball. James Starks, fumble! Oh my god, we got it! Go! Go! We got the ball! Oh my god, Starks fumbled! Yes! Joe Flacco has another chance. That was clutch. Okay, he's backing up everybody. I'm gonna audible. Flacco back to throw. Oh my god, Clay Matthews. I hate linebackers. They have the best awareness. I have an opportunity, guys. That's what I needed. Alright, 2nd down and 10. Come on, Lee Evans, get the pass and go out of bounds after getting the 1st down. Alright. 1st and 10 now. Hello from Golden Valley. What's going on, Nodis fan? We're in the middle of trying to mount a comeback right now with 1:03 left in the game from the 31-yard line. Joe Flacco is going to throw, of course. He throws it left side towards the sideline. It's knocked away by Tremont Williams. Man, his guys are playing very good zone defense. Linebackers, especially Clay Matthews. Alright, we're going to put Ray Rice out there. Joe Flacco. What do we got here? Flacco's going to throw a bomb. He's going deep for Ray Rice. Here comes. No! Picked off. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that pass. I don't know why I took my shot there. I wanted to throw it deep to somebody, and I tried to come over with Anquan Bolden, and I got picked off. That was a bad play call, guys. That's all me. That was a poor play call and decision. Good game, my opponent. You gave me a very solid game, man. And you are the better man right now. Or woman. Do girls play Madden? Well, guys, no Monday Night Magic tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But there may be an extension of Monday Night Madden tonight. I may stream again at about 10:15, 10:30 Central Time if anybody is up for a Twilight stream. I'm not streaming the movie Twilight or the books. I'm talking about the fact that it's at night, but I might be playing something else. Could be MLB, it could be Starhawk, it could be something else. It might not be Madden. But no comeback this time, but I'm going to be playing a ton of Madden between now and at Madden 13. Good game, Warrior. You played a very solid game. You played fair. You did not cheese. And those are the type of games I'm okay with losing. I don't want to lose the guys who just cheese all day and just don't play football. You played football. You won the game. Good job. Alright, we're going to stop the capture now. And we're going to go over to Madden 12 Ultimate Team because there's only like 15 minutes until Raw. And I'm just going to check out some cards probably. I haven't actually touched Ultimate Team since that night. And I know I said I was going to accept that trade to somebody and I forgot about the trade with my 99 Aaron Campman Ghost card. So if somebody else or someone wants to offer stuff, I'm going into my Ultimate Team now. And I'm guessing I have to put a bunch of cards back on the auction block. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cards did not sell, but I made 10,000 off of Keep Talib. That's all that sold. Damn, why you no stream Twilight movie? First of all, it's copyright material. Second of all, come on, man. I gotta plug in my USB keyboard. Hello from Panama. Well, hello from Minnesota. Aaron Campman, I'm putting him on the trading block. Clay Matthews, auction block. In Madden 13, I think they'll get rid of the super linebackers. I think they will phase that out a little bit and make the defensive backs a little bit more realistic. And of course, the multiple pass trajectories will definitely help out part of the problem. Just putting things on the auction block right now, and I'm assuming I have a full pending collection I gotta take care of. I want to open some packs for you guys, and that's always a good time. Oops, that one's going for 30,000. I don't really care. Screen's going black because I am capturing this for my Ultimate Team series. Matt Forte, 50,000. Hello from Mars. How good's the internet up there? I think this is the third stream in a row I've gone 2-1. Hello from Colombia. Hello from Brazil. People are all over, coming all over to watch MrHurriicane Monday Night Madden. I love reading the messages I get. I always check my messages. I try to respond to them whenever I can. I like getting the messages from people from other countries that say that they got into football, kind of watching my videos, now they root for like the Vikings. I think that's pretty cool. Hello from Alabama. How's it going, Chris? Hello from Toronto. Hello from Utah. Hello from Heaven. Penn State or Ohio State? Ohio State. Olindo Mare. Just go to the auction block. Tyvon Branch. Just takes forever because I always have everything at the maximum capacity. Hello from the future. Not as fan, you from the future? Hey, do the Vikings ever get to play in a Super Bowl in their lease? Their next 30 years? Hey, Detroit. Hello from Virginia. Everybody's saying where they're from now. We're all over the place. I haven't seen a Texas or a California yet. Kansas State or Arkansas State? Kansas State, especially in basketball. Hello from Cleveland. Hello from Turkey. What is the strongest quarterback division? Let's see. Let's look at the NFC North. Stafford, Rodgers, Cutler, and you gotta say Ponder's the best, I would think. No, I'm just playing. I don't need this stuff. Let's see, other divisions, you got like Tom Brady and Tim Tebow and Mark Sanchez and Matt Moore and Ryan Tannehill and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Best quarterback division. In the NFC East, you got RG3, Tony Romo, Michael Vick, and Eli Manning. NFC South, you got Josh Freeman, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, and Cam Newton. That might be the best overall as a whole. Minnesota 1, Cleveland 1. Thank you for the heads up. I know the Twins started playing 50 minutes ago. Let's see, is it full? I don't know, you guys tell me. Is that full? What am I doing? It's always full. What are you talking about? Anyways, I got to check with the Bears and the Eagles and stuff. So let me just fill in some of these open spots and try to buy a few packs and entertain you guys for 10 more minutes. Who else we got to look at? Steelers, Titans, Bills, a lot of AFC teams. I got to look at the Buccaneers, the Eagles. The Buccaneers and the Eagles for the NFC. I like to repeat the names out loud so I actually remember them. I already collected Josh Freeman. I hate having already collected people. From Parts Unknown. Got a mystery fella in here. You're going to the Legends Club again tomorrow? Man, Jason Peters blew up this year. That's why he's not in the collections yet. Alright, so these guys all gotta go, or these guys, Eugene Monroe, these guys gotta go back to the deck. Unless there's like a left tackle and quarterback collection I don't know about. Let me see. I haven't added anything new, it looks like. So let's go back this way. I hate navigating this menu. Please make the Madden 13 Ultimate Team menu easier to navigate, more user friendly. It takes forever and that's not good. Let's see. Patriots, Bills. I'll look at every team in the AFC East, I guess. Patriots, Bills. It's only 2 teams, it's only half. Let's see, I didn't remember who I had to collect. I just remember having to go here. It was Terrence McGee, and now I gotta go look for Albert Hainsworth. Hi from Dudleyville. 2 people said it. Oh, 1 person said it twice. Hainsworth is here, and I've already collected him. I hate this game. Steelers and the Jags and the Titans. Steelers, Jags, Titans. Of course. Good night from Florida. From Cincinnati. From Purgatory. That sucks. Yeah, I can't add anybody to collection. Michael Griffin? Come on, at least let me put him in there. Let me put him in there. Hello from Everest. Come on, Michael Griffin. Oh, I've collected everybody there is to collect, it seems. And I only have 5 minutes. I want to buy at least 2 packs for you guys. So I'm going to leave those guys in the pending collection. And now I got to go get those 2 cards. Let's put them on the auction block. Put my keyboard away for now. You've reached your limit. Fine, trade. If you guys want to offer me trades, I might accept them if I remember. Time to buy packs. Good night from Mars. Hopefully you don't die of heat wave in your sleep, sir. Good night from Scotland. Good night to all my subscribers across the pond. I want to get one of these streams in for you guys. Come on, man. You have too many cards? I don't have too many cards. I have 100 cards. It's just enough. Alright, who's going to go on the chopping block? Well, I got like 800 jerseys, so I'll just drop Colts away jerseys. Good night from Death Valley. Hello from Mexico. Hello from prison? You must be in a good prison if they let you on the internet. Oh my god, this is the worst gold premium pack in the history of gold premium packs. Although I am going to get some actual things for... I like Jimmy Smith a lot though. Actually, I'm going to keep Jimmy Smith. Low awareness, I can work with that. These guys go to pending collection. You guys can get cut. Because I want to buy another pack for my subscribers. I got to get rid of a player too. I hate having to get rid of players. That was the worst pack I've ever seen. Let's see. Where do I have a lot of depth at? I got enough of these. So I'll just put Santana Moss in the pending collection for now. Oh, it's already filled! Alright, who wants to trade me for an AJ Green then? I'll put that on the cover of the trade block. I like AJ Green, but I'll trade him if someone wants to offer something. I'm gonna get one more pack for you guys. I just gotta drop one more, I think. Because I have 100 cards. Let's see, I'll just drop Stadium. Reliant Stadium. I play in there. Did I just drop the stadium I play in? I hope not. Alright guys, to close out the stream, one more pack. Oh, off season, huh? Andrew Luck. Give me something good. This is for the end of Monday Night Madden. Give me something good, Madden. Gold Premium Pack. Show me what you got. You gotta be kidding me. Nope. I dropped everything. That all sucked. Buying another pack. False alarm. Okay, this time I get Chris Snee, Peyton Hillis. Free Agency Edition. Hines Ward, Jamal Brown. It's better than those last 2 packs, but it's time for Monday Night Raw, guys. Thank you all for coming out to the stream. I do appreciate it. Leave a like if you did enjoy the live stream. And I'll see you guys. I might be streaming after Monday Night Raw. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Twitter.com/MrHurriicane. And I will see you guys next time. It was a great night of streaming again. Had a lot of fun playing some Madden, as I always do. So everybody have a good night. And I'll see you guys next week on Monday Night Madden. And hopefully I'll stream once or twice, 3 times more during the week. But I do thank you.